Hello everybody and welcome to my astrology reading for Travis Kelce. And today I'm just going to read the parts of his chart that really relate to relationships because I just recorded my Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce relationship chart reading. And whenever I look at somebody's personal astrology chart, there are so many things we can look at when you go down the rabbit hole. It's just so, you can write 100 pages on anybody's astrology reading. And so I just want to focus on how his chart is going to affect their relationship. Travis is born in the 7th house of relationships and partnerships, so he can really master a good relationship. In fact, that's sort of his purpose. Where the house that your son is born into is like your divine purpose in life. And it's his purpose in life to have a good relationship. And he was born in Libra, the sign that rules over the 7th house of relationships. And Libra is all about relationships. So his main priority and purpose in life, his raison d'etre, his reason for being here, is to have that perfect good relationship. And once he sets his mind to be with someone, he is dedicated beyond measure. That is the word I would use to describe Travis. This is a dedicated man. And he definitely has his light on right now, just like in Sex and the City when Miranda said, "It's not fate, his light is on." Men are like cabs. When they're available, their light is on, just like a cab. And you got to grab that cab. You got to grab that good looking man with the light on as quickly as you can before they're gone, just like in New York City when you're trying to hail a cab. So Mercury is also showing up in his 7th house with his sun in Libra, and he is an incredible communicator in relationships. You will always know exactly what is going on with him, how he's feeling about it. He's very expressive. And when you are in a relationship with him, this could be a breath of fresh air to just know where you stand. And I imagine he is an incredible mediator, negotiator, problem solver. He does well in crisis or conflict because he can really resolve issues and put out fires. And he has this excellent conflict resolution skill vibe that I think will serve him really well in a relationship with someone who is in that media spotlight. And no wonder he has such an incredible podcast with Mercury and Virgo. He has just an incredible mind. He's quick-witted and an ability to express exactly what's going on in his mind. And plus his Mercury is sextile his Venus in Scorpio. This is a really beautiful transit that makes him so charming and friendly. People instantly feel at ease in his presence. And you may not even notice that he is scanning you with his X-ray vision. His Venus in Scorpio really looks into the heart and soul of people with his gaze. But he has this incredible nice guy vibe that people don't even notice, his incredible instincts. And he knows who to trust in any relationship, and he knows just who to trust out in the world. So this is a good skill to have. He will be pleasantly nice to everyone he meets, but only a select few will have the key to his heart. And he's incredibly discriminating in love and friendship. So if you are somebody who is a friend of Travis, you must be a really high vibrational person because you passed the test of his Venus in Scorpio. And he was born with this sun conjunct Mars, a sun-Mars CAZIMI in Libra. Travis is a fierce competitor. Woo, he loves to win, and football is perfect for that. And he's willing to fight to protect his loved ones and family. And I imagine this influence would really make Taylor Swift feel safer than she ever has in any relationship. And really, he will protect her like a noble knight in shining armor. And he really touches this primordial need to feel safe that I think all women crave. If we're really honest and we can admit it, I think that we all want to feel safe, particularly Taylor Swift, because I know she's had stalkers, and so many women have. I've had a stalker too, and there is this craving for a sense of deep protection, safety, and security that comes. Even you don't really feel safe no matter how many alarms you have, but having this strong man with Sun, Mars, CAZIMI in Libra, he is this knight who will fight for your life, as incredibly reassuring and probably deeply satisfying for Taylor Swift. As long as that fight isn't between the two of them, because with this fiery Mars warrior energy, Travis can fight. And then when we look at Taylor's chart, which I'm going to do next, you'll have to make sure you go check out that one. Taylor's chart, she has Mars conjunct her ascendant. So they're both really spicy and fiery, and they know how to fight with daggers, that really pierce the soul. And I talked a lot about their fighting style in their relationship chart reading too. If you haven't already watched that one, check that out, because that will be their only nemesis, is that they can fight. But the best relationships can fight and get through it. I know my husband and I can fight too, but we always communicate and get through it, and we're always stronger afterwards. So I hope this is true for them. And they both have this fiery Mars energy, both Taylor and Travis, and that will really light their ambitions, and they can do a lot of good in the world when they learn how to channel that fiery Mars energy into good and not fighting with each other. Travis and Taylor both have incredible stamina, so they're like the couple that can really keep up with each other, because Taylor has this highly energetic lifestyle, obviously, that she gets from her Mars conjunct ascendant, and Travis is incredibly athletic. I think they're both very athletic, and they both have more energy and stamina than most, so this will make for a very passionate love life too. And Travis has some squares to that Sun, Mars, CAZIMI. Squares are that diamond-making pressure, the obstacles, roadblocks, and hard life lessons that come. And let's see, we have Jupiter square, Saturn square. Ooh, Saturn, ouch. Neptune square. Those are all, I'm going to unpack them a little bit more, but they're all creating this hard work. He has to go through hard work and challenges to get where he is today. And there have been these obstacles, and life has tested him, but still he rises. He is somebody rising in power right now. And he's usually victorious in his battles. When people want to do battle, don't do battle with Travis, because he will win from his sheer Mars conjunct Sun willpower and faith. He sets his goals so high in the sky, higher than he can imagine reaching, but then he forces himself to succeed, and he will exceed sometimes. He can exceed his goals even, and he can be a little bit hard to handle though, while he is trying to achieve some incredible ambition. Have you ever known somebody who is just so ambitious like that? When they reach their ultimate goal, it is exciting. But sometimes all those little day-to-day struggles, those squares, can be fierce to be around. People can be a little bit cranky. He can get really frustrated along the way. And he also has a Uranus the planet of unexpected events, squaring his ascendant. And this makes him incredibly freedom-loving to the point of just rebellion. And he is really attracted to independent, freedom-loving people like Taylor too. They probably will really get along on wanting their space and wanting their freedom, personal freedom and independence. But Uranus can create these shocking events that really will affect who he is out in the world. So that's something to be careful with Uranus square ascendant. It's a little dicey and a little unexpected. And Travis has some interesting transits currently affecting him. Of course, those Aries, Libra eclipses will have such a powerful effect on him, creating so much change for him in 2024. Because he is a Libra, and even the Pisces eclipse that is coming is within 2 degrees of his ascendant. I did a separate video about the Aries Libra nodal axis. I'll drop it down below because this will be affecting all of us, but particularly Travis in 2024. And anybody who's in Aries Libra is really going to feel it, or if you have your North Node, South Node in Aries and Libra. And just looking at a few other transits, he has transiting Saturn, sextile his natal Saturn, Saturn sextile Saturn. Sextiles are good, that's positive. And this is going to bring his life into balance amidst all the crazy. 2023 was a pretty crazy year for him in a good way. Like even when good things are happening, it can make life a little hectic and crazy. But now he comes into a nice equilibrium with Saturn, sextile Saturn, and he might have had too much going on in 2023, but now he's figuring out how to manage it, how to handle it all, so that he can reach so many professional and personal goals under this positive influence. And this is just going to lay a foundation for the future that he's always wanted to have. Things are really lining up, but there's some big soul lessons coming along the way, and you better do your homework because there is a test. But it'll be good. This is a good, sextiles are good. That's positive. Better than those squares. And then we have transiting Jupiter, sextiling his natal Jupiter. Again, another optimistic growth transit that ties in so well with the fact that Travis has been in his go for it year in the 9-star key, a time of really growing and improving his life. And I'm going to do a whole 9-star key astrology reading for Travis and Taylor too. So check that out, because this transiting Jupiter sextile natal Jupiter really ties in with that. He is blooming. He is coming into his power. This is a time to create the 5-year plan and do the vision board and focus on where you want to go in life, because Travis is on his way, clearly, and now he's found love. Hopefully it lasts forever. And he's really got to focus now on his intentions and being really clear, because the intentions he's setting right now are really going to become the life that he's dreamed of over the next 6 years. So just paying attention. When you have Jupiter, Jupiter is like that king, and your wishes are being granted, but you got to figure out what it is you want. So I hope that Travis can take some time to really clarify what he wants, instead of just getting into the daily grind of what to do next and working super hard, which of course he's so good at doing. But also it's a good, valuable time to take a moment and just think about what it is you want, really, really want, and where are you going next and how are you going to get there. And then he has Neptune opposite his Mercury and squaring, we got a square, squaring his midheaven. This is happening now all the way through next spring. And Neptune has been retrograde for quite some time, and Neptune can create that confusion and delusion, making him feel a little unsure about his decisions, and he has a lot of decisions to make. He should also be very careful with his words, because he may say things that he doesn't exactly mean, or that just aren't quite true at no fault of his own. Sometimes you think one thing, but your mouth says something else. It's that kind of transit, and it's just that Neptune opposite Mercury can cause confusion and delusion in your communication, which is scary because he's really in the public eye right now and everybody's asking him questions, and I know that's got to make him nervous that he doesn't want to say the wrong thing and certainly doesn't want to upset Taylor. But it's like that feeling when you're in Alice in Wonderland. That's what a Neptune opposite Mercury is like. And you're not sure what is real and what is your imagination under this influence. And he should be just super careful about decisions, communication, signing contracts, or making any large purchases until after April 2024, because there may be some deception involved even. And the positive side of this mystical Neptune opposite Mercury transit is a higher faith and a hope and a way to connect with the divine energy, a higher, like he could connect to source right now. He could be really spiritual or meditative or even channel great messages from beyond, from the divine, from, I like to say, channeling ancestors and aliens alike. But there is this higher message that wants to come through. If he's listening, he can get that and he can share that. But just being really careful. I would say writing down everything before you say it under this Neptune opposite Mercury, because you just might slip up and say something you didn't mean to say. But he can really tap into a higher faith with this Neptune opposite Mercury and this midheaven transit, this higher faith that everything is working out for Travis right now. And clearly that seems to be working in his favor. I think he's probably already tying into this more positive affirmation belief system right now, connecting to source, to just stay in a good mindset and be very careful about your words. And that is all the transits I have right now for Travis. I just wanted to do a little mini reading of their current transits. And then I'm going to do another astrology reading for Taylor Swift's chart as well, just related to their relationship. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.